I can't get a jersey. These jerseys are gone. These jerseys are about sold out. Okay, well, let me get a medium. Sold out. Let me get a large. Sold out. Let me get an extra large. Sold out. Hey, 2XL. Sold out.
Sophie Cunningham had barely arrived in Indiana, and within minutes, she made it loud and clear. She's here to make an impact. This wasn't just a routine player introduction. This was a statement. And what happened next? Well, let's just say someone in Las Vegas might be side-eyeing her own jersey sales right about now.
Hey guys, it's Sophie Cunningham here. I'm finally in Indiana and I am so excited to be here and meet all of you. See you guys at the game. Bye.
The moment Sophie Cunningham took the mic at her introductory press conference, she wasted zero time setting the tone. She made it crystal clear. She's bold, she's fearless, and she always has her teammates' backs. And that's exactly the kind of energy Indiana Fever fans have been craving. Sophie walked in ready to deliver. No hesitation, no filters, just pure, unapologetic confidence.
Again, I think that just the competitor that I am, I'm fierce, I'm sassy, I stick up for my teammates, stick up for myself, and so sometimes I think that's okay to be feisty and to be yourself, but I'm excited to play in front of the fans. I think that she's drawn a lot of people, not only to Indiana, but to the women's game as a whole, and so just to be a part of something great, just really happy to be here.
And then, right after dropping those bold words, Sophie posed with her brand new Indiana Fever jersey, her number 8 proudly displayed, and you could practically hear the excitement buzzing from the fan base. The moment she posted that picture online, the comment section exploded.
Not long after I put it up, I was going through the comments and I noticed someone commented saying, I'm going to get one of those jerseys. Sophie Cunningham, yes, I'm getting that jersey. But the commenter said, I can't get a jersey. These jerseys are gone. These jerseys are about sold out. Can't get one. And I was thinking, wow.
And just like that, the madness began. Within hours of her press conference, social media erupted, everyone saying the same thing. Sophie Cunningham's jersey was nowhere to be found, completely sold out. And here's the craziest part. She hadn't even played a single minute yet, hadn't stepped onto the court, hadn't even completed her first full practice. And still, her jersey vanished from the shelves, faster than a Caitlin Clark deep three.
Just showed up in Indiana, just had her press conference, just got in the gym already. I know she got in the gym with Keith Porter, knocking down shots, working on stuff. The jersey that you just saw her highlighting, got my jersey, finally here. Good luck getting.
Sophie Cunningham had barely stepped onto the court, and she was already making waves. She had just finished her first gym session with trainer Keith Porter, working on her shot, getting locked in for the season. Then, boom. By the time she caught her breath, her jersey was completely sold out. That's insane. Meanwhile, somewhere across the country, Aja Wilson had to be watching this unfold, probably thinking, wait, who just sold out their jerseys before even playing a game? You know she was scrolling through social media, seeing all the hype, and suddenly feeling a little uneasy. She's the reigning MVP. Yet, here's Sophie Cunningham, walking into the Indiana Fever locker room and instantly becoming one of the top-selling jerseys in the league.
Look, this morning, I said, let me go see for myself what's up with the sale of the jersey, just because I had seen that comment. So I came on over to the team store. You can get Pacers gear, Fever gear. So here is Sophie Cunningham's jersey. It's the front of the jersey.
And let's be honest, Fever fans are loving Sophie. She brings that raw, unfiltered energy that Indiana thrives on. She didn't just say she would have her teammates' backs, she meant it. And Fever Nation felt that passion instantly. They responded by wiping out every single Cunningham jersey in stock. The Indiana Fever's merchandise team? They just got hit with a tsunami they never saw coming. Fans rushed the team store website in droves, and the result? Absolute chaos. Sophie Cunningham's jersey sold out faster than almost any other WNBA player in history. And again, she hasn't even played a single minute for Indiana. Let that sink in.
Over here, adult Indiana Fever number 8, Sophie Cunningham Rebel Swingman jersey in red by Nike, $130. Okay, so look at this. There's a size extra small available. Needless to say, that one ain't for me. So this is, look at the rest of these. If you want a small, here's the sign. Here it is right here. Sold out. Right there.
It's like these jerseys never even existed. If you weren't quick, you were out of luck. And Sophie Cunningham just arrived in Indiana. She hasn't even played a game yet, hasn't even touched the court in an official Fever uniform. And that fan wasn't lying. If you're extra small, you might still grab that one last jersey. But that's it.
Okay, well, let me get a medium. Sold out. Let me get a large. Sold out. Let me get an extra large. Sold out. Hey, 2XL. Sold out. The only thing that you can get is an extra small, and it still says low stock, 1 item left. 1 item left.
Meanwhile, over in Las Vegas, just for fun, I took a look at Azalea Wilson's jerseys. Let's just say there was no sold out sign there. Plenty of mediums, plenty of larges, plenty of extra larges. No flashing low stock warnings. Just rows and rows of Azalea jerseys, sitting there waiting for anyone to add them to their cart. But Sophie Cunningham's? Gone. Faster than pizza at a Super Bowl party. And Azalea Wilson fans? They are furious.
This, by the way, is driving Azalea Wilson fans nuts. They're furious that this is happening on the same day. Why are they doing this? Oh my God, don't they realize the impact of Azalea Wilson, blah, blah. What impact? Stop it.
This isn't about disrespecting Azalea Wilson. It's about what's happening right in front of us. The Fever's merchandise team is in full panic mode. They never expected this kind of demand for Sophie Cunningham. Now, they're scrambling behind the scenes to restock before the Fever's first game. And let's be honest, this kind of frenzy? It usually only happens for generational superstars or #1 draft picks. Not role players picked up in trades. But this situation proves something bigger. Fever fans aren't just hopping on the Caitlin Clark bandwagon. And I have to say this, because I've said it before. This is yet another example of why Indiana Fever fans are different. They're not just casuals showing up for the hype. They're real fans. They don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. For years, critics have tried to claim that Indiana Fever fans are only here for Caitlin Clark, that they wouldn't care about the rest of the team. Well, this jersey sellout just shattered that narrative. Fever fans aren't just cheering for Clark. They're all in on the entire roster. They're putting their money where their mouths are. And the rest of the league is getting a front row lesson in what real fan loyalty looks like. They're buying merch. They're buying basketballs. They're already begging to buy Caitlin Clark's Nike signature shoe the moment it drops. They're buying jerseys. And not just Caitlin Clark's. And you know, Azalea Wilson has to be watching this unfold, side-eyeing her untouched jerseys, wondering, what just happened? She'll probably release a press statement tomorrow, claiming her jerseys sold out too. Spoiler alert, they didn't. She might even say something like, I've got hoodies, t-shirts, all kinds of stuff for sale. But let's be real, it's Indiana Fever fans who are actually buying. And this isn't just a random spike. This is how Indiana fans operate. The jealousy is getting out of control. Remember when Azalea Wilson said she was invited to Unrivaled and offered a higher salary? And remember how that just so happened to be one day after Caitlin Clark turned the league down? And let's not forget, sources close to Wilson now claim she was offered more money than Caitlin Clark to play in that league. Why even bring that up? Nobody even asked. Then there was the time she accidentally leaked her speaking fee. Or the drama surrounding her college jersey retirement. The jealousy is unreal. Did you see how many people showed up just to watch Caitlin Clark play golf? This is what real star power looks like. Caitlin Clark's presence in any league completely changes the game. Meanwhile, nobody outside of A'ja Wilson herself cares about whether or not she shows up. And yet, her sources feel the need to comment on it. Again, nobody asked. Indiana Fever fans are different. Fever fans aren't just talking, they're showing up. While other WNBA fan bases are arguing on social media about who deserves more credit, Indiana fans are breaking records in merchandise sales. Renee Montgomery from the Atlanta Dream summed it up perfectly. They're not like us. Because it's not just about Caitlin Clark. It's about supporting every single player who puts on that Fever jersey. Whether they're a rookie, a veteran, or a role player picked up in a trade, Fever fans, she embraced them all. And that's what makes Indiana's fan base different. Other WNBA fan bases hype up their teams online. Indiana fans, they invest in them. They buy tickets. They buy jerseys. They support their players from day one. That's why the entire league dynamic is shifting. The Sophie Cunningham effect. Sophie Cunningham hasn't even played a game for Indiana yet, and she's already being treated like royalty. In most markets, a role player might sell a few jerseys, but only after proving themselves. In Indiana, Fever fans don't wait. They're all in from the start, and it's sending shockwaves through the WNBA. She barely stepped foot inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and already her jerseys are completely sold out. No matter your size, small, sold out, medium, gone, large, vanished, extra large, nowhere to be found. It doesn't matter if you're skinny, tall, short, or big. Everything is sold out. Equal opportunity sellout, but this is bigger than just jerseys. Indiana Fever, the new destination franchise. Indiana's fan loyalty is changing everything. Players around the WNBA are watching. And if you're a free agent, you have a choice. Would you rather play in front of half-empty arenas with zero energy? Or join a team where fans welcome you with open arms and buy out your jersey before you've even played a game? Where would you go? Indiana is quickly becoming the WNBA's most desirable franchise. And other teams, they're scrambling to keep up. The merchandise crisis is real. Right now, Fever fans are desperate to get anything with an Indiana logo on it. And the supply chain, it cannot keep up. Jerseys, gone. Hats, selling out fast. And let's not even start on the Caitlin Clark shoe situation. Indiana fans are willing to spend real money on their team. They're begging for Clark's Nike signature shoe. And yet, Nike still hasn't dropped it. Somebody needs to fix that ASAP. Look, I don't know the details of the contract, but whatever agreement Nike and Caitlin Clark have, it's theirs to figure out. But one thing is obvious. When that shoe drops, they better be ready. Because right now, Nike is failing to capitalize on what could be the biggest WNBA merchandise release in history. Clark's signature shoe is still nowhere to be found. No release date, no updates, nothing. Meanwhile, fans are practically throwing their credit cards at the screen, begging to buy them. Let's be honest, if Sophie Cunningham's jersey sold out in hours, Caitlin Clark's shoes will be gone in seconds. So what is Nike waiting for? The Indiana Fever are turning into a merchandise powerhouse. And right now, the only thing stopping them is the lack of supply. If the WNBA and Nike don't wake up soon, they are going to miss out on the biggest financial opportunity the league has ever seen. Caitlin Clark has the biggest momentum we've ever seen from any athlete in history. And yet, the world's biggest sportswear brand, Nike, hasn't done a thing about it. If I were Caitlin Clark's management, I'd be rethinking my deal right now. Because this is insanity. Fever fans aren't just making noise. They're proving their loyalty with their wallets. And yet, Nike and the Fever are dropping the ball. Every single day that merchandise stays out of stock, it's another huge missed opportunity. Another day of lost revenue that the team will never get back. Think about it. Sophie Cunningham, a role player, sold out her jersey before even playing a game. That alone should have set off alarm bells at Nike HQ. If Sophie Cunningham's jersey can't stay on the shelves, what do you think is going to happen when Caitlin Clark's shoes finally drop? The demand is already off the charts, But instead of capitalizing on it, Nike's slow production is capping the Fever's growth at a time when they should be dominating the market. This is the ultimate business mistake. Fans aren't hesitating about the prices. They're not debating whether to buy. They want to buy. They can't buy. They're searching. They're refreshing pages. They're waiting in line. And they're getting nothing. This is a business owner's dream scenario. Customers throwing money at you, desperate to buy, and yet there's no inventory to sell. If Nike and the Indiana Fever don't step up their production right now, they're not just missing out on money, they're actively hurting the Fever's momentum. They need to flood the market with jerseys, t-shirts, hats, and yes, finally release those Caitlin Clark signature shoes. The longer they wait, the more revenue vanishes into thin air, and the more fans grow frustrated. Because Indiana Fever fans, they don't just talk, they show up, they sell out arenas, home and away, they buy merch, they put their money where their mouth is. And let's not forget, remember when people said nobody wanted to play in Indiana? Remember when they said nobody wanted to play with Caitlin Clark? What happened in free agency? Everyone wanted to come to Indiana. Everyone wanted to play for the Fever. And once they got there, they started praising the fans. This isn't just about selling jerseys. This is about rewriting the way we look at WNBA fandom. Renee Montgomery said it best. Indiana fans aren't like any other WNBA supporters. They don't just cheer from the sidelines. They invest in their team. They're setting a new standard for what women's basketball fandom looks like, and they are forcing the entire league to take notice. Fever fans aren't just watching history. They're creating it. They're proving that a WNBA team can be just as marketable and profitable as any men's team if the right pieces are in place. This isn't just a fan base, it's a movement that is redefining what support looks like in women's sports. And if other teams aren't taking notes, they're going to get left behind, just like A'ja Wilson. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.